Hi, welcome to Plasma Process Group, and thanks for joining me, us, as we install a grid assembly into a source body. In this demonstration, we'll be using our R&D designated grid assembly, so please excuse the coding.
Be sure to visit our website for tech notes, drawings, manuals, and other resources regarding your products.
First, let's check the shape and position of the Excel Power tab on the grid assembly. It should be as shown, and it should have quite a bit of spring tension to it. Next, let's check the shape and position of the beam and Excel Power tabs on the source. Make sure the beam spring tab will make contact, as seen on this demo model. If you could see inside the source, the tab connections would connect like this. Now, let's use nitrogen to blow out any debris from between the grids. And DC's got a tip here.
Don't forget to install the discharge chamber.
To make guiding the grid set onto the source a little easier, install 3 pieces of 1032 threaded rod around the shroud of the source. Now position the grid assembly so that the Excel tab will line up with the Excel tab of the source shroud, and then slowly guide the grid assembly over the threaded rod posts while gently aligning the discharge chamber bushing onto the gas isolator of the source. This may require some practice.
Don't force it. Discharge chambers are fragile.
Now secure the grids with 1032 screws and remove the threaded rod. Don't tighten them until the last screw is in place, and tighten in a star pattern. They only need to be snug. This is not a moving part. Now before we close the door and pump down the chamber, we really need to test for continuity. So attach a piece of stiff wire to a lead of a multimeter, and set the multimeter to audible continuity. Now disconnect the source power cable. Locate the pin marked A and connect the other lead of the multimeter to it. Now carefully slide the wire into the grids until it touches the Excel grid. The meter should sound a continuous tone, meaning there is continuity. Do the same with the B pin and the screen grid. The meter should express continuity there also.
Don't drop the wire into the grids.
Now we need to test each pin in the source connector against the other pins, and also against the ground potential of the connector casing. Pin A should not have continuity with ground or any other pin. Pin B also should not have any continuity. Pins C and D should have continuity to ground and to each other. If any of these conditions fail, then a source tab is likely out of the correct position, or the grid assembly has an issue. Now that we've determined that the source is electrically sound, we can reconnect the source power cable. So now let's refoil the source, or your liner of choice, close the chamber door, and pump down the system. This grid assembly is ready for use. Thanks for watching, and be sure to watch our accompanying video on troubleshooting your grid installation.